Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Crazy, and thank you all for joining me for this month's setup for October. The quote is, you have to be odd to be number one. And these are the products I'm going to be using. That's a sticker sheet from Erin Condren. This is all from Erin Condren with the silver header to match for this month. I'll be using this sticker sheet as well to use for my expense tracker. I also have created these labels to use for this month, which will be only available on my blog shop because Etsy fees they're getting kind of ridiculous. So if you would like to purchase these, please visit the link in my description box. These are the Faber-Castell artist pens I'm going to be using in the medium, small, and extra small. These are Stettler Triplets fine liner pens that I'm going to be using in these colors. I'll also be using my Uniball Signal pen in white, the Tombow Fudenosuke pen, and the gold Jelly Roll pen from Sakura. Also my Prismacolor coloring pencils and my Crayola Super Tip markers. So let's just get on into it. So now we come to our monthly spread. I'm gonna go ahead and put my stickers down. A lot of my bills have been changing for this month a little bit, and the only thing that really changed was Toon Boom was canceled, and I have a subscription with Epidemic Sounds, so that's pretty much all that I do. Epidemic is where I've been using my music from lately. So yeah. Now to go ahead and get into the monthly budget setup, I'm going to do it pretty much how I normally do it. I haven't really changed up my style really since May. I've been tweaking it over time, but I think I've really found something that I like being consistent in and that really works for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put my income sticker down and write down all my paychecks that I expect to get this month. Then I'll also do my expenses with a little crying face right there. I actually really like these labels for this month. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this month, even with everything that's going down that you probably already know about from my September budget setup. But you know, I'm just going to remain positive because really, like, what else can you do? Like, being sad and depressed is not going to add anything to it, and I know this. So yeah, I'm just going through and setting it up how I normally do. If I've done any kind of tweaking, it's with my expense tracker, which I'll show you, you know, when we get to that part to the very end. But I decided to add in, like, tweak it to start tracking my emotional spending. I don't really know about anybody else, but at least since I've been budgeting this year consistently, I'm noticing a trend, and for any of you who have been around and seen some of my budget setups a while, you'll know that my trend is mostly with overspending in my eating out category. But I'm also starting to notice that I'm making a lot of not unnecessary purchase, but a lot of purchases that I don't need to at that time for my business. So I feel like I'm uncovering the fact that I might be more of an emotional spender, not just an emotional eater. And that's something that I really want to work on, or at least track. I want to spend the month of October trying to track that, which is what you'll see me do, or at least what I'll explain more when we get to my expense tracker. I also did a blog post on this. Depending on when this is posted, it'll be launched on my blog on Friday, which, as I'm recording, is tomorrow, but when this is posted should be today. So I kind of go in depth more there about my personal experience with emotions impacting my finances. So, you know, be sure to check that out. And I'm going in right now and writing in all my bills. My bills have gotten so long and that's kind of a shame because this is a larger version of the deluxe monthly and my bills are starting to outgrow this column. But you know, maybe if the bottom wasn't so decorated, I could have fit them all in, but you know, sacrifices will be made. And this is the close-up of my budget page for the month. So now we're going into the 5-box section. To be honest, I really didn't have an idea for October. I was going to go with like pumpkins, but I didn't want to do pumpkins. It was kind of hard for me to come up with the theme because if you've seen any of my previous videos, I don't like Halloween. It's actually one of my most hated holidays. So I didn't want anything that even connected to it. So I decided to do a graffiti theme. I used to do a lot of like graffiti type drawings when I was in middle school. So I thought, you know, hey, why not try to recreate some of the stuff that I used to do. This heart hands illustration is actually a how-to tutorial. Literally, if you just Google how to draw heart hands, you should find the tutorial. But I just decided to try that out and make it look like it was, I don't know, spray painted on a brick wall. I used to do this kind of stuff all the time. It actually looks really cool to me, and I'm glad I decided to go with this theme. I felt like with that sticker sheet, it was giving me like 90s vibes, like Nickelodeon or something, and I just I have no idea, but I just wanted to go ahead and kind of run with that, you know? So yeah, actually coming up in November 4th will actually be 1 year since I've been on YouTube, or at least 1 year since I posted my first video on this channel. Yeah, so I kind of want to do a theme. If you guys ever seen my very first video, which was a sticker kit that I did for the Erin Condren hardbound planner, it was a theme for Happy Fox. That's what I called it, the Happy Fox. And it was an autumn theme with like a red fox and scarves and leaves and all that stuff. So just a heads up, that's most likely going to be my theme for November. So now I'm just using my Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen to go ahead and write in some funky calligraphy for my 5 boxes, which is next month Eat Out. I decided to monitor my business category and then monthly totals and my other expenses, and then I'm gonna go in and... Sorry guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. You'll just have to subscribe for more. I'm kidding, but go ahead and subscribe anyway, you know you want to. Outline them with my gold Sakura Jelly Roll pen. Make that look all fancy. And without further ado, that is going to be my close-up for the 5 boxes pages. And that was my little heart hands for all of you to have love this month in October. Then we're gonna move on to the dot grid page, where I'm of course keeping the same theme, doing the graffiti and the graffiti lettering. And I'm just going in and doing the brick wall, outlining that first with my extra small Faber-Castell artist pen. I'll go in and outline the letters with the medium size, and then I didn't show this in the product clips, but I'm also using the B size from Faber-Castell to outline all the letters and create the shadows. And if you guys are interested in any of the products that I've been using in this budget setup, be sure to check out my description box. It will have all the links, everything you need in order to, you know, maybe try this out for yourself. If you like the way I'm using these products, you know, if they interest you and you want to test them out, go ahead and check out those links. They are affiliate links, so if you use them, I will get a kickback to my channel. Right. I'm also setting up my sinking funds box a little differently this month. I've decided to take away the whole plus and minus sections because that just wasn't working for me. So what I decided to do is change those to the 1st and 15th, the 16th through the 31st, and then a minus column so that I can just record how much I put into my sinking funds between every paycheck, and you know the minus column is just if I take anything out. So that's a new way I'm doing that. Now I'm going in and coloring in my letters. I'm using my Crayola super tip markers to do this. I'll be using that for the whole page, plus some of my Prismacolor coloring pencils to shade in the background. I think I'm done talking for most of this video, so I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the music. And thanks again for chilling out with me, alright? Enjoy! And that is the close-up for that month of for my dot grid page. That's what that's gonna look like for October. I really love the way that looks. All it needed was a character. Now we're gonna move on to my expense tracker. I decided to use this one since this one was geared towards breast cancer awareness. My mom is actually a survivor of breast cancer, so I decided to use that in commemoration of her. Still good and running strong. But with this October expense tracker, I said I was going to make this an emotional spending, and this is how I'm gonna do it. These are zebra mild liner highlighters that I got from Amazon, and I'm going to take a page out of one of my Limon bullet journals, fold that in half, and I'm just going to create like a color coding key for my different emotions where I feel like I might be where I might spend the most. So of course it'll have like anger, upset, happy, anxious, depressed, and I forget the other one, but you'll see it. But basically what I'm gonna do is whenever I have an expense that I feel like was attributed to emotional spending, I'm gonna highlight that column in my expense tracker, and I just want to kind of monitor that throughout the month of October. I might do this at least for the rest of the year, just to see where I am. Yeah, it's hopeful. So angry, upset, happy, hopeful, anxious, and depressed. What I did is I just washi taped that in the back dashboard of my planner just to have it for a quick reference. Alright, and we're going to see some things in October, so that's going to be it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful, maybe learned something, or at the least bit found it entertaining. And if you guys loved it, feel free to share these videos. You know, let's help grow the community. And with that, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks again for stopping by. Bye! Hi there, I'm Miss Crazy, and thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And while you're sticking around, go ahead and check out these other awesome videos just to see what I'm all about. But with that, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for stopping by. Bye bye.